Hi, Patty. Today we're in St. Joe, Indiana, which is just a little bit north of Fort Wayne. We're here at Sechler's Pickle Factory, and I'm here with Max Troyer, owner of this wonderful factory. Tell me about the history.
So the company started about actually 99 years ago. We'll be celebrating our 100th anniversary next year. Ralph Sechler, who was the originator, he was buying pickles in the area. They had what they call pickle receiving stations at all the little railroads, and he'd buy them in the summer, and then he'd sell them to all these different companies. Well, during the Depression, some of those companies went out of business, and he started processing pickles actually in a barn that was here, and then in the basement of the house, and you know, so it's like the Depression was the mother of necessity, mother of invention, I guess.
Right. So you have some pickles stored out back in storage containers. Now, what makes those different from the other ones?
So what they do is they go through a fermentation in the tank. So during the summer, we'll bring those pickles in, usually by the semi-load. We put them in the tanks. They're in with salt water and calcium chloride, and they go through about a 6-week fermentation. During that process, that preserves them, lowers the pH on the product, and so it gives us pickles that we can bring out and make hamburger dills, relishes, and sweet pickles with throughout the year.
My mouth's watering. I love pickles. So how many different varieties do you have?
So we say around 55 is what we produce here. We do a lot of products for other people, but it definitely would be at least 55, if not more.
And you have some unique flavors. What are those?
Oh, we do like a apple cinnamon, we do an orange, a lemon, we do a jalapeno gherkin.
So you can take tours of the factory too?
We have tours April through October.
Are they free? Or
they're free. If you have a group of 6 or more, we'd appreciate it if you call and schedule ahead, but otherwise we have walk-ups during the day.
And I hear that there's even a pickle festival.
Yes, there is. In July, there's a pickle festival. Our community, we do tours during the festival. And then they have, like, it's just a small community. We come together, you know, and everybody talks about the pickle factory, and so we're kind of work at it together.
Well, very good. Well, let's take a tour of the factory.
Okay. So what we're doing today are a candied sweet chip product. The pickles are been sweetened into a tub, and then one of our employees dips it onto a conveyor. It's elevated up into our filler. The jars are filled, and then they come down the line. And after they get to a certain point, we put the juice into the jar. We tilt the jar a little bit to get what we call a headspace, and then it goes through a capper where we inject steam into that cap. The cap's put on, it draws a vacuum, goes through a washer, goes through what we call a dead detector to see if we had a vacuum on the jar. We put a code on the jar, and then we put a label in a case and ready to be shipped to the consumer.
Well, thanks, Max, for your time today. I really enjoyed this tour. I'm going to buy some pickles in your wonderful showroom that you have here. And for more information, go to visitindiana.com.